Greetings, I'm Bairnt and welcome to the One-Stop Co-op Shop. Today we're going to be continuing our playthrough of Shadows of Kilforth. We have our Watcher and Claudia, our vampire. They're on a mission to rid the world of gloom. I think we're moving a little bit slow, so we're going to try to pick up the pace and hopefully take out these ancients. In our last video, we were able to take care of both of our chapter 1s for our characters. Now, of course, the world is now being filled with all these different monsters, and also we have a lot of those plot cards on the board that we have to take care of. Now, our vampire is looking for a stranger, a title, and badlands, and she has these two, so she's almost ready to go on to her 3rd chapter. Our Watcher, on the other hand, needs an ally, an item, and a spell, and we only have an item, but I think we might be getting a spell real soon because we might be going to confront this thing right here. Do you think our characters have what it takes to continue their journey through Kilforth? To find out, I need you to meet me at the co-op shop.
Sound of your voice is still keeping me awake. Oh, the next big thing. Yeah, and in a moment of weakness, we'll make it right. The last time you will hear.
Now, before we continue, there's a few corrections I want to talk about. Number 1 is this guy, our Goblin Trapper. Right down here it says map trap. Lose 1 HP. Now, I've been playing these traps wrong, and I want to discuss how they're played and what I've been doing wrong. When it says map trap, it's not when it hits the map. It just means that if this card is on the map, this trap will be part of this card. This card then is going to have its trap take place when it is encountered. Now, for example, it's Goblin Trapper. When it's drawn and you fight him, you're going to take the trap. And that's what happened, and it worked out perfectly. Now, if you decide to sneak past this encounter, you don't have to deal with this trap. It's only if the encounter is confronted or engaged in combat. So that's our Goblin Trapper. I want to talk about him. The next one is this card. This card is the Barracks. The Barracks also again has a map trap card and would only take place if I go and confront this barracks. And we did, and we succeeded. But the thing I want to talk about is this map on a place or quest. If it does have a trap, that trap has to be activated every time you confront this. So if we had took maybe 2 or 3 times to try to get through the barracks, we would have had to take 2 or 3 damage depending on how many times we confront the barracks. So that's this card. And the final one I want to talk about is our spinning pillar. I was debating over and over, well, I don't know if I really want to relocate to any trophy location. Instead, I'd rather just stay where I am. And map trophies, those are optional. You don't have to actually do them unless they say forced. So now with that out of the way, I want to continue on our adventure. Thank you so much to the community for helping me out so that we can better make a great, wonderful playthrough. So our Watcher is the one with our first hero token, and she's going to go first. She's going to use one of her AP to go ahead and confront this Museum of Pain. So we're going to go ahead and attempt to take out the Museum of Pain. And we're going to have our Watcher do it, and Claudia is going to help out, which means we're going to get an extra die for this test. So our character is going to be able to roll their study skill, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I get 1 extra die from Claudia. So that gives 6 dice. Hopefully we can get 3 successes and take down the Museum of Pain in 1 try. We got 2 successes. That is it. Now, since we do have both Claudia and our Watcher in this location, either one of them can choose to use their fate to help out here. I think we're going to go ahead and have our Watcher go ahead and use 1 fate to be able to get the 3 successes we need to take out the Museum of Pain. And since we were able to defeat the Museum of Pain, we get all the rewards that go along with it. The first one is 2 gold or a loot token. We're taking the 2 gold. Now I'm actually going to give this to Claudia. So Claudia is up to 4 gold now. The next thing we can do is we can choose to either keep this as a rumor or we can grab a spell. Well, we need a spell in order to complete our chapter 2 of our saga. So I am going to take that spell card. Let's see what spell we were able to get from the Museum of Pain. Animal Companion spell, Conjuring. Now, of course, I can only have 1 conjuring spell in my assets. It says Deed, Sacrifice. When the loss of 1 or more HP would cause you to be defeated, prevent all the HP loss. Oh, that actually sounds pretty good. None should walk this land alone, least of all into the shadows of gloom. And this is at the frozen portal. And of course, we lost the frozen portal to gloom a little while ago. But I can also sell this for half price during a market action if I wanted to. Now, these values up here, this one means that I'm able to only cast this if I have a 2 or better study, and I do have a 2 or better study. And of course, if it's in my asset, I'm going to be able to gain this plus to any of my stealth checks I try to do. So we're going to put this in our hand as a rumor. We need to go to the frozen portal to find it. Now, of course, what else do we have here? Trophy, 1 item. Since we were able to defeat the Museum of Pain, we can take advantage of the trophy, which is going to be an item. So let's see what we found. We have found an esteemed turban and a tire. I don't have an attire. Veil, reroll 1 die during an influence test. Oh, that'll be really good for this character because her influence is really terrible. And it's at the Desolate City. So we're going to have to find our way there in order to gain this. Oh my gosh, look how much this is worth. 6. It says, a sartorial symbol of honor, title, presence of mind, and wisdom. I probably pronounced that wrong. I apologize. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put this in our hand as well as a rumor, unless I want to give this to our vampire. I think we're going to keep this because we need all the help we can get on influence because this character only has 2. And then we're going to discard this because we did not keep this as a rumor. Next to go is going to be Claudia. She's going to go ahead and spend 1 of her AP to move into the Desolate City, which is actually where that, the esteemed turban is from. So we might actually be following her with her in just a second. And she's going to walk into here. Now, I'm not deciding to go hidden. We're going to hopefully find something not too bad there. Let's see what we find in our Badlands location. We have found a secret society. Why not? Quest, destroy, and Badlands. Okay, again, we can either do this with stealth or we can do this with study. And it says the keymakers work in the shadows, sowing dissent and fear in order to bend the weak and powerful to their will. The true reach of their insidious hands is unclear. So we can either gain a spell or we can keep one of these here. And look at this. The trophy is a spell as well. And we get 2 gold. Oh, this is like perfect. All right. So we're going to put that right there. And it's going to be our Watcher's turn. And she's actually going to use 1 of her stamina points, or AP, to go ahead and move down here as well. So she can help out with this and then maybe claim that spell, because I don't think the other person's going to need 2 spells. And we also are in the Desolate City, so she could probably do a discover action there as well. That's her turn. And now it's going to be our vampire's turn, Claudia. She is going to do the 1 AP to go ahead and confront this secret society, and our Watcher is going to help out. So the Watcher is going to go ahead and help Claudia with her secret society, and since we have 2 stealth here and 3 books, it really is kind of a moot point as to which one we roll. I think we're going to go ahead and go for the stealth skill, because that way we'll get 2 and 1. We'll see how this goes. All we need is 1, and then we could use a fate if we need to in order to complete the secret society. So we're going to go ahead and give this a shot. We're going to roll up 3 dice, 2 from her and 1 because she's helping out. And we were able to, oh, look at that. We got our 2 successes. We don't even have to use any fate. That's awesome. So we were able to take down the secret society. We're able to gain the rewards. The first thing is 2 gold, and we need the 2 gold. It's imperative that we gain that, because now we're able to get 6 gold total for our character. We have 6 gold, which is going to be perfect because we can do this regale action then. The next thing we can do is either we keep this as a rumor or we can gain a spell. We're going to keep this as a rumor for Badlands, mainly because I already have my title and my stranger, so we're all ready to regale again. Now I also get a trophy of a spell. So we're going to take the top spell off the deck and let's see what we get. We have found Foresight. Oh, you need 4 to cast this, so she can't even cast this. So it's good that our Watcher is here because she can take this. Conjuring. Now I don't think the other one that we have in our deck is Conjuring. It's actually, oh, it is Conjuring. That's no good. The one that she already has right now is Conjuring. So we have to choose which one of these we might actually want to keep if we decide to go find these. Now, of course, we could find this one, use it, and then find this one and use it later. But we're going to go ahead and see what this says. It is Sacrifice. Discard a weather card from play. Gain 2 fate tokens from the supply. Wow, that's awesome. One does not need eyes to see. One needs vision. All right, and we have to find this in the crags. So sadly, it's not as close to Desolate City, but we can still maybe try to find this. Of course, it's also worth 4. So we're going to give this to our Watcher. And then we're going to put this in our hand as a rumor. So our watcher in the Desolate City is going to go ahead and use one of her APs to find this, the Esteemed Turban. It's an attire. Now this is a weapon, this is an attire. They're both items. We can have as many of those out there, but we can only have one of each of the asterisks. We have to find it in the Desolate City, and that is where we are. So now she gains an extra +1 to study, and she also gains an extra +1 to all of her influence tests. And then down here I can veil this to re-roll any of those dice. That thing's going to be really good. Now we're moving back over to Claudia. She's going to use one of her AP, and this time she is going to go ahead and do her regale action, meaning she's going to have to pay 5 gold. So we're going to count that up. We got 3, 4, and 5. We have 5 gold right here. We're going to discard all that gold. Now we're also going to go ahead and discard all of these rumors. We have a Badlands, we have a title, and we have a stranger. We're going to discard these. This one wasn't the greatest, and I didn't feel like running all the way over there to try to solve this one. It was quite a little bit of a journey, but that's okay. We're going to get rid of all 3s. We're going to put these in their discard decks. The next thing we're going to do is go ahead and gain that extra hit point and the extra AP, but I'm going to put it over in the used pile for now. She only has 2 AP left for this turn. Now we get to find out what 2 of these we want, or which one of these 2, I should say, do we get. The first one we have a chance at is Falconer. Veil, look at the top card of any encounter deck. Oh, that wouldn't be too bad, especially if I'm digging for stuff. And the other one is Sacrifice. Search the ally deck for an ally of your choice and put it into play. Then shuffle the ally deck. Oh, that would be Companion. That's pretty good too. Oh, both of these are pretty good. I don't know which one to take. I think we're going to take the Falconer because it's a deed, which means I could do this at any time. So we're going to go ahead and move those down a little bit. We're going to put our other one underneath. Now, is that the right choice? I don't know. But this one, I just have to sacrifice, which means I'm going to have to discard it. But I would get an ally, which might not be too bad. But we're going to go ahead and keep this, and we can look at the encounter decks. That's not actually bad either, because I can maybe dig up an ally that way. Now that we've done that, we get to go on to our 3rd chapter in our Capture Lawbreaker. So we're going to go see what our chapter 3 is for Lawbreaker. Oh, look at this. It's an interlude. It's a Lawbreaker's ambush. So an interlude acts a little bit different from these chapters. The way an interlude works is it's kind of like an interlude between the chapters and the final one that you're going to do. The way it works is we're going to have to go ahead and try to test our influence against this chapter. And it can only be done at the Sea of Clouds. Now, to defeat the encounter, I also do have to spend the 5 gold, and I do have to have one of these keywords because I'm playing a 1 or 2 player game. Also, I cannot try to complete this on the same day I completed another saga. You can never do 2 saga chapters in one day. So I've got a few more AP, so I might start moving to try to get towards this place. But remember, I have to find a rebel. And notice the rebel's an asterisk, so it's going to be a little bit tougher to find than actually one of the other ones we've been looking for. So we're going to go ahead and move into our Watcher's turn. Before we do that, I am going to veil my Falconer to look at the top card of any encounter deck. And the one I'm going to choose is I'm going to choose the Badlands. The reason I'm going to do that is because my Watcher is going to be moving over here, so at least it gives us some idea of what we're about to find. We have found an Insulted. Quest Honor Badlands. Trophy Force. Lose 1 AP, and then you may choose to lose 2 HP or gain a title. Oh my gosh. Inadvertently or otherwise, you have insulted Sir David de la Bourge, a local of some importance, and now you make amends or lose honor. Wow, okay, well that's going to go back on top of the deck, and that's the one we're going to find if we move over to the Krog, and we have to do that because I got a spell I want to find, and it's over here. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to see, at least this gives us a little bit to prepare for. So our Watcher is going to spend her 1 AP to move over there, and I'm prepared for it. Here we go. I'm going to have to go ahead and deal with my Insulted here since he was drawn. Now, we only need to get 3 influence, which shouldn't be too tough for her. So Claudia is next, and she's really looking for that rebel, and it's going to be found in a blue location. But sadly, that blue location up there, I'm going to lose 2 AP going to it because the Lightning Storm is still out. So I think what she's going to do is she's going to veil her class card here so that she can move over here to help out with this quest that our Watcher is on. Our Watcher then is going to go ahead and we are going to confront the Insulted. So we're going to attempt to encounter our Insulted. We're going to try to get back our honor. Now we only have 3 that we can roll because of our influence, but we do get Claudia with us. She's going to give us an extra die. So we get 4 dice. So hopefully this will be enough. Now we'll see how this all goes. I get to roll 4. We need to get 3 successes. And we got 1, 2, and then, oh, that's only 2. Now I can veil this to re-roll 1 die during an influence test. So we're going to do that. We're going to veil that card. to reroll this die and hopefully get a 5 or 6. Oh, we didn't get the 5 or 6, but that's okay. Claudia's with us. She hasn't used any of her tokens yet for fate this turn. She's going to go ahead and use the fate to help us keep our honor against the insulted. And the reason I did that is because that's her last action. She wouldn't be able to get this otherwise. Now, I could actually have Claudia go ahead and try it the next turn. Actually, that might be the best deal. I lied. I'm not going to go ahead and use this. I'm going to go ahead and keep this. I'm going to have Claudia try to complete this. He's going to have 2 successes from our Watcher's attempt. And now we're going to go ahead and put this back, and we're going to have Claudia give this a shot. So she's going to spend 1 AP and attempt to gain back our honor. Now our insulted, of course, already has 2 successes, so all we need to do is get 1 more. And we're going to have our Watcher help out, and we are going to be able to get to roll 3 dice. Now I don't get the extra dice for my veiled card, so we only get to roll 4 dice. Now we only need, of course, 1 success, and then we're good. And we got, oh, we didn't get any successes. Oh my gosh, that's absolutely terrible. All right, we're going to go ahead and use a fate in order to be able to successfully, complete the quest for our insulted. So we were able to defeat our insulted, or I should say we got our honor back. Now, since she's the one who did it, this is a little bit different. She's going to lose 1 AP, then I may choose to lose 2 HP to gain a title. She's not going to gain a title. She's going to lose 1 AP, so actually that was a pretty bad maneuver on my part. I didn't think it through very well. Now, we are going to be able to gain the rewards. I am going to take the 2 gold, mainly again because there are no loot tokens with gold in them. So I've been taking anything that's 2 or more just to help us out. Now I can also take this as a quest, honor, or badlands, but neither of our people need that. I'm a big fan of these spells. We're going to grab another one of these spells. And we have found, what's this? Calm. All right, it's going to cost us 3. Again, she can cast it. She does have enough. It says, Veil, when a battle round starts, prevent all HP loss you would suffer this round. Oh, that's not bad. While those around you lose their heads in the pitched fury of battle, you whisper an incantation and channel their calming strength of nature. Now, this is found at the World Heart. I got to find out where that is. Wow, these are all really close to us. I'm going to give this, again, over to, I believe we're going to give this to our Watcher. Maybe I'll keep this with my vampire. She can cast it. Nah, we're going to give it to our Watcher. She's going to love this. So both of our characters are now going to go to camp, and I'm going to have our Watcher. She would have camped first. She's going to draw the night card, and let's see what we have found this time. We have found Whipping Snow. It's a weather. Oh, I was just going to use my spell to get rid of that other weather card. Well, maybe I'll get rid of this one. Place 2 obstacles at each location for each plot it has. Wow, map. When a plot enters play, place an obstacle at its location. Oh no, and it's at the frost bridge. The clouds freeze and the temperature drops. Let's see here. It says frost bridge falls into gloom. All right, so I'm going to have to place 2 obstacles on each location that is out there. And I don't think we have any locations, but we are going to have to put this into gloom. And it says when a plot enters play, place an obstacle on its location. So this is going to gain an obstacle. So our frost bridge is located right here. We're going to go ahead and drop it into gloom. And we have to grab another plot card for it. Now I panned out this way just to show you. We've got lots of plots out here. I think I have to start dealing with these. This plot is from the Shuddering Flesh. It says render of flesh, enemy undead. The flesh cult's robed practitioners stumble and slather, chanting and chattering as they lurch and ungainly stumbling motions to the isolated outposts of worship, where they stagger into populated settlements. Mutations, terror, despair, and death follow. Time to end their hateful habits. Defeat, I have to veil 4 skills. Wow, I'm not even able to do this till I'm level 4. Unless maybe we can do it together, we could defeat this with 2 skills each. Ancient ability, trap, render of flesh gains +2 max hit points if we don't complete this. Oh my goodness. All right, so we've got a lot of things here. 1, we have to sacrifice an ally. We have to, veil 4 skills. And the last one here is we have to discard 1 stranger rumor. If we can actually get over here, we can maybe take out all 3 of those almost in 1 turn. Now we also have to go ahead and place a obstacle token there, and to get rid of that we just have to spend an AP to clear the obstacle. We do get a loot token when we do clear one of these obstacles. Moving into the dawn phase, we're going to go ahead unveil our cards here, and then we're also going to gain back all our AP. She's actually getting pretty powerful. I need to find the last one of our keywords for our other character. Our stranger needs to level up as well. So our watcher is going to gain back her 5 AP, and we need to find an ally is what we need to find. Now she's going to keep the first hero token, and she's going to go ahead and go first. Now the first thing she's going to do is spend an AP to discover. That's right. We've got that spell. We've got this awesome spell, Foresight. I'm able to discard a weather card. Now the weather card in play right now is not that big of a deal, and I'll be gaining 2 fate tokens when we do actually decide to use this spell. But I'm going to put it there for now, and we're going to hold on to it. We don't need to use it right now because that weather condition isn't the worst. Now I think our Watcher and our Vampire are going to be best friends for a while. She's going to go ahead, spend an AP to move, and I think they're actually really just going to move right up this track because I know I've got another spell that is in that location there, and that location there actually connects to where she's going to have to take on her third chapter in her Lawbreaker thing. There's no encounter here. We're going to draw one and see what we find. We have found a Shopkeeper, Stranger, Neutral, Forest. Oh, that's too bad. All right, let's see what it says here. It says that we can, okay, we need to, stranger, we have to go ahead and do an influence of 3 on it. Trophy, influence, perform a free market action. Oh, that wouldn't be that bad. All right, we're going to go ahead and take this right here. We don't get to confront it yet. We have to actually do it on our next turn, but that's okay. Our Watcher is going to move up here with us since she is looking for an ally, an item, and a spell. If she's able to do this one, she could do a market action, or even she could do the market action, and we could just pick an ally and give it to her. That'd be awesome. All right, we're going to go ahead and see what we can do about this. Our Vampire is going to go next. Claudia is going to go ahead, spend an AP, and she's going to confront that Shopkeeper. So Claudia is going to go ahead and try to convince this innkeeper to join us. She gets 4 dice, so I think I did roll the right amount when I was rolling the last time because this was veiled. So we get 4 dice plus I get 1 because she's there. We're going to go ahead and roll this up. We need to get 3 successes. We got a total of 1. We got 1 success. Okay, that's okay. We're going to take the 1 success and we're going to put it right on top of our Shopkeeper. Then we're going to go ahead and swap out our team here. We're going to have Claudia go ahead and help out our Stranger. Now our Stranger gets a total of 3 influence because of her cards here. She does have that new Esteemed Turban. So she's going to get 4 dice, 3 for herself here and 1 because Claudia is helping out. And that, of course, is going to cost her 1 AP. So let's roll these up and see what we get. We got another 1 success. Okay, that's it. We're done. I'm going to go ahead and use my fate on this guy. We're going to use one of our fate. We're going to use it. That gives us our 3 successes. We have successfully convinced our Shopkeeper to help us out. So we were able to influence our wonderful Shopkeeper here, which means we can either gain 2 gold or a loot token, and you guessed it, we're just going to go ahead and grab 2 gold. And that's because, of course, I need it. And the next thing we can do is he doesn't give us anything else. We have to take him as a rumor, or we could discard him as well, but I am going to keep him because, look, he's got the Stranger keyword. Remember, one of those plots needed us to discard a Stranger. So I'm going to give up my poor Shopkeeper to the gloom and doom. That is the, renders of flesh that are running around. Oh, the poor guy. All right, now it also says down here, map, trophy, influence, perform a free market action. And we're totally going to take advantage of this. So we're going to put this into our hand as a rumor, and I'm going to be able to grab 3 cards from any one deck and buy one. We're going to go ahead and take them from this ally deck. I'm going to take 3 allies, and we're going to buy the cheapest one because it doesn't matter. I just need an ally. All right, so we're going to go ahead and see what we got. We got this engineer. He's 4. Let's see, we got this one, 4. All right, let's see. Oh, no, they're all 4. They're all exactly 4. All right, so it really doesn't matter which one of these I'm going to buy because I'm just going to go ahead and sacrifice it, mainly because, of course, our ninja cannot actually allow us to have allies. He says you may only use allies for their keywords for your saga. So that's the only thing we can do with them. So I'm going to pay 4 gold for whichever one I guess. Oh, wait a minute. This one has the rebel keyword. This one is what the vampire needs to be able to complete her saga. And I think I actually might buy this and give it to her. I know that means we're really not stopping this one, but I think it's harder to find these keywords than it would be just find an ally. So we're going to go ahead and pay 4 gold for this ally right here as a rumor, and we're going to, since we're in the same square, we're going to give this over to our vampire right now. That actually worked out really well. So now this will give us everything we need for her to complete her saga. She just needs $5. She only has 3. Now, of course, I could give 2 of my watchers to her, but she's actually pretty far away from where she needs to be in order to complete her quest. So for right now, I think she'll be able to get the gold on the way. We're going to probably be moving up to here next, and I actually do want to know what that is, so we are going to veil our Pious card that allows us to look at the top card of any encounter deck. So we're going to go ahead and look at our Plains card. That way, if we need to go hidden, we can. We have found a Stranger, Insane, Plains, She's able to give an ally. This is exactly what we need. Trophy, look at the top card of each encounter. Wow, this is pretty awesome. All right, we need to be able to, we need to influence her to join us. All right, so we're going to put that back on top of the deck. We know what's there, which means we're just going to go ahead and move. We do know what's there. We're going to move with our AP up to the, what is it? The Everfloor scene. I'm terrible at pronouncing some of this stuff. All right, so she's up here. That's awesome. And now the next thing our watcher is going to do is, again, use 1 AP, and we're going to discover this card, Calm, Spell, Healing. Now, I can have as many, I can have up to 6. I can have spells out here more than 1, but I can only have 1 healing spell. So we now have a healing spell, we have a conjuring spell, we have a turban, and we've got nunchakus. Wow, she's kind of loaded for bear here. That's pretty awesome. Now, the funny thing is, I actually forgot to draw the encounter when I walked up there. We already knew what it was, so it wasn't the end of the world. It was that fortune teller. So now that we're up there, we're going to go ahead and attempt to encounter it. We're going to go ahead and pay our AP to try to influence our fortune teller to join us. So our wonderful fortune teller here, hopefully, is going to tell us our fortune and not try to beat us up. We get to do 4 dice. We have 4 dice to try to influence our fortune teller to join us. Let's see how we do. We got one success. Well, I guess that's a good start to anything. We always seem to start with just 1 success. That's pretty funny. We're going to put that right there. And now we're going to move into our watcher's turn. And our watcher is just going to go ahead and move up here using 1 AP to try to help out Claudia while confronting our stranger. So moving back into here, Claudia does get to help, so we're going to be able to roll 5 dice. We're going to have to spend, again, another AP to try to confront our fortune teller. Let's see how this goes. We need lots of successes. We got 2. That's really good. All right, so we have 2 successes on her, which is going to be perfect. We only need 1 more. Now, she's going to go ahead and camp. She's done. We're going to use our last AP to go ahead and try to resolve this. Now, even though you're camped, you can still help out with these tests. I can even pay fate if I want to, but she's already used her fate this turn. So let's see how we do. Of course, we got our, look at this, our last roll is always our best. We got 3. All right, we were able to influence our fortune teller, and that actually is going to be the end of her turn as well. So we were able to successfully influence our fortune teller. So of course, the first thing we can do is decide if we want gold or the loot token. We are going to take the 2 gold because this is going to give us the ability to regale with her. But of course, she still has to get down to the Sea of Clouds. So in this instant, I'm actually going to give the 2 gold to our watcher so that she can regale next turn, because we're going to discard our fortune teller in order to grab the top card of our deck, which is an ally. And we're going to see what it is. Wow, look at that. She just became our ally. She's super, super happy to be with us. That's amazing. So she's an ally arcane. I'm not really going to read this because it doesn't really matter. I'm going to be sacrificing her to complete our saga quest. Oh, I better anyway. During the claiming of a reward, you may draw from the spell deck instead of any other reward deck. Wow, this would be a great ally for her, but she can't have allies. Enchanting charms and trinkets to assist in their studies gives seers a crucial magical edge. All right, plus I'd have to get to the arid ruins, and I don't think I'm anywhere near that, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and give this reward over to our watcher as well, giving her all the keywords she needs. Now, of course, the last thing is I have to go ahead and take my trophy. Look at the top card of each encounter deck. Yes, even if you do take this as its extra card, you still get to complete the trophy. The trophy always is going to happen. So we're going to go ahead and look at all the decks. All right, let's see what we found. We have found a jailer, stranger insane plains. This is from the plains location. He's weakness, rank. Oh, if I have a keyword rank anywhere, I'm able to just defeat this automatically with a deed action. All right, well, let's see here. That's what that person has. Let's see where this is. This is in the mountains. Retribution is an event revealed. Add the first enemy from the mountain deck to any adjacent location and place your claim token on it. Only you can encounter this enemy. To other heroes, it does not exist. Grief and loss met with cold-blooded vengeance. That's actually really good because we're going to be moving to a mountain to try to complete our saga. And with this, since I know this is the top card, I'm not worried about going there and getting killed by a monster. We have Witch Mystery over in the forest. Take the first hero marker. Daylight ends immediately and the night phase begins. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, no. That's my next move, is to move up there. Oh, that wouldn't be that bad then, because I could do it as a veil action from my card here, knowing that this is on top. It would make me automatically... Oh, no, it's a trophy. It's when it's completed. I'm not going to do it until it's complete, so we're probably not even going to try this. All right. So that one's done. And let's see what the last one, the Badlands, bribed. All right, it's a trophy, either gain 2 gold or 2 AP. And I need to do a study quest in order to get this. Diamond rings, friendship, feeling all right. There is much more that money can buy. Okay, so you can bribe this guy. You can give me another spell and $2. That's not too bad. All right, but we know we're going to probably be moving into the forest location, so I'm not going to be. So I know that actually we're pretty safe wherever we go, which is pretty cool. So our watcher is going to go ahead and camp, but now that we know what's up here, we're just going to go ahead and move up here with our vampire using our class card. We're going to veil it to gain 1 move AP. Now let's go ahead and see that. This is really exciting for me because this forest location up here, look what it says. Heroes may perform 1 move action here to move to the Sea of Clouds, which is where her quest is going to be taking place, her saga. All right, we're going to go ahead and put our thing. We've already looked at this. We know what that is. And that's going to be the end of our turn. We're going to draw our night card and see what it is. It is famous person, stranger. Insane. Place this stranger at Fool's Den. All right, I can go ahead and influence him, and he gives me $3 and maybe a thing. That's not too bad. He's a stranger, insane. I don't think I'm going to deal with this guy. It says, brilliant and renowned philosopher Pharos Williamson has designed to visit this area and trade barbed witticisms with the local rabble. All right, we're going to put this on the Fool's Den. And the Fool's Den is right here. That's going to go into Gloom. Now, I do gain an AP the first time a hero moves into this location. I don't know how often we're going to be moving into that location, but we'll see. Claudia is going to go ahead and grab all her AP. She gets 4 of them. Now, we only have 2 Fate tokens left, so we got to be a little bit careful with those. And we're going to unveil all of our cards. Now, before we go into the Dawn phase, for our watcher, we do have to draw a plot card. I forgot to do that because this is a forest location. So this plot card is for the Reaver of Malice. And it says right here, long ago, known by a different name, the town has suffered and bled under the dark influence of the Reaver and his minions. Where once morality and kinship stood tall, as fell persists and perversions have twisted the minds of the inhabitants, chaos and ruin now reign unchecked. The Reaver's long and terrible reach into the minds of the townfolk must be cut short whilst ever the gloom spreads. To defeat, draw and discard a night card and flip this location into Gloom. Well, it's already in Gloom. Oh, its location, with the one that we flip. Okay, that makes total sense. Otherwise, he's going to gain 2 max HP. Oh, that's terrible. All right, so we're going to put that one there as well. We've got 2 things. And since we have our snowstorm out, we have to put a obstacle marker on top of that. Maybe I should get rid of that snowstorm with our foresight card. That might be something we might want to think about doing. So our watcher is also going to claim all of her AP, and she's also going to get the first hero token. And since she's first, she's going to go ahead and do her regale action. She's going to spend 1 AP here, spend $5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's all of our money. We spent everything we have for her, but that's okay. That's what it's for. Now we have to go ahead and show all the things. Here is our ally that we need. Now we also need an item and a spell. I'm just going to go ahead and show that I have in my assets an item and a spell. Now at this point, I've shown that I have these. I can choose to put them back in my assets. I could also sell them right now for their gold value. I'm not. I'm going to keep them all. I think they're all pretty good. And that's going to be what we need to go ahead and regale. We're now going to gain our hit point and stamina point, but again, it goes one we've already used. I wish I could have done that right before the end of the turn, but that's not how it worked. And we're going to gain our 2nd level skills here. And let's see what they are. They are Burglar. Veil, gain 1 hide AP or gain a gold. Wow, that's really good, especially since I can't get gold from that bag. Let's see this one. Veil, pay 2 gold or and your foe loses 2 HP. No, we're going to keep the Burglar. I really like the Burglar one, though. Paying 2 gold to make them take damage is actually probably pretty good, especially for the end fight. But we're going to keep the Burglar just so we could get gold all the time. Now we are going to discard this rumor that we had that we used for our chapter, and we're going to go see what happens in the next chapter. So we're going to go and see what happens in chapter 3. Oh, we have another interlude with a spectral stalker. It says, an unswerving determination, a spectral stalker has picked up your trail and your scent. You must evade it to continue your journey. To complete this, I have to defeat this encounter and spend 5 gold. Look what the encounter is, 5 sneak, and I only have 3 dice in order to roll. And I need to fight a pious card, and we have to get to the Desolate City. We got a lot to do in order to get rid of this chapter. Wow, I think our vampire is going to complete hers before we even get close. Now, I've panned way out on the board, not only to show you how awesome the board looks, but I'm going to spend 1 AP for our vampire, and she's going to move down to the Sea of Clouds, where she can complete her saga, capture the lawbreaker. The only problem is we don't have $5. We have no gold. We have only 3 gold. So we actually have to find another gold. Now, first we have to draw that encounter card, and we know what it is. It is the one that's going to make us draw until we find a mountain enemy in the mountain deck, and then we have to place it adjacent to one of the location, to this location, and then put our claim token on it. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start looking through the mountain deck and see what we can find. Well, lo and behold, nope, that's an event. Man-eating tiger. Wow, that's pretty funny. All right, so that's not an enemy. That's not an enemy. Well, something's got to be an enemy in here. Oh, there's got to be an enemy somewhere. Come on. Mountain deck, is that an enemy? Nope, that's an event. Okay, I'm just going to start going through here and see what we can find here. Enemy, skeleton. There you go, I found an enemy. Okay, we got an enemy right here. Let's see what we can do with it. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle this back up. Now we can choose to put this enemy anywhere we want on the board. All right, let's see where we can, or it's not on the board. We have to put in one of the adjacent locations. I think we're just going to put it right over here in the frozen portal. You can't find encounters over here according to this card. It says right down here, no encounters may be drawn here, but it doesn't say I can't place any encounters over here. So, you know, the skeletons sound about right. They came out of a frozen portal as it completely collapsed in an earthquake. That sounds like a plan to me. All right, and that's going to be the end of her turn. So our watcher needs to kind of find a pious character, and I don't know where we're going to do that. So we're going to use one of our AP to move up here. I think she's going to eventually join our vampire down there and try to get to a place where I can actually start drawing some pious characters. Hopefully the market. I think the best chance is just to start going through that market deck. Now moving into our vampire's turn, she's going to do a clear action, which means she's going to get rid of this. She's going to pay 1 AP to perform a clear action. Now if we look at our card here, this flesh render tentacles of flesh says to defeat, lose AP equal to your hero's skill level. Well, I have 2. I'm skill level 2, so I have to lose 2 AP, leaving me with only 2 AP for the rest of the turn. But that's okay. We have defeated this plot card. We're going to go ahead and discard that. Now on top of that, we're able to draw a loot token because we were able to defeat that plot card. So we're going to draw and hopefully get a really good token. We have found, what is this? Chopsticks. Add 1 success to a fight test. Sure, I'll take that. That sounds awesome. Now she's up to 4 of her tokens, so she can only have 2 more loot tokens. So that's the end of her turn. We're going to move over to our watcher's turn, who is going to pay 1 to move into this location. Now when she moves in this location, there's no encounter there, so we do have to draw one. And maybe I should have checked to see what this was going to be. It is, an ebony crypt. What's this? Place abode mountain. Well, none of that says pious anywhere. It says map. I get 1 spell. That's pretty cool. And I can take a title, or I can keep this. I get 3 gold. Actually, this might not be too bad to try to deal with. The mage Durango is buried here, along with his diaries and arcane journals. Perhaps one of these old tombs could bring you enlightenment. All right, we're going to put that there, and I bet we're going to try to take this thing out as well. Now, Claudia only has 2 AP left. I think she's going to give it a shot, and then we're going to have to move off of here because it's in gloom, and I don't want to lose any hit points. So we're going to go ahead and give this a shot to see if we're able to do it. If we can't, we're probably going to have our watcher give it a shot, and then I think we're both going to be moving off this card. So our vampire, of course, only has 3 study, but she only has 2 stealth. So either way, I think this is going to be easier for us to do the books, because if our, the watcher comes in here, she's able to hopefully clean this up. So we're going to roll 4 dice because, of course, our watcher is going to help us out. I'm going to stop putting the standee in here. We're just going to go ahead and roll them up. Wow, 3 successes. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have our watcher, since she's helping, pay a fate to be able to complete this. Wow, that was awesome. All right, that's what we're going to do here. So we were pretty much able to take this out with 1 roll. We had to use a fate, but that's okay. So we're going to gain the rewards. The first one is we're going to get 3 gold. That's right, no tokens. We're just going to take the 3 gold. Now I can choose to keep this or gain for place, mountain, abode. I don't need any of that. So we're going to go ahead and gain a title. So we're going to draw the top card off our title deck, and let's see what we get. We've got Poacher, title rank Veil. Defeat an animal enemy at your location. Wow, Towers of Cain. How close am I to that? Not very close, I don't think. No, not even close at all. All right. A myriad varieties of flora and fauna in the wilds of Kilforth are mind-boggling. Knowing which species are fatal if eaten is crucial. All right, so we're going to take this into our hand. Why not? And I never thought about this. She can have allies. So if I wanted to, I could go to the Celestial Tree to get her before we decided to do this, but the Celestial Tree had this big, huge, giant, evil creature over here, so I don't think we would have even had a chance. because I don't have a lot of great items for fighting right now. I really need to work on that. I need to get some items for fighting. But we're going to go ahead and discard this, but we also get the spell as well. So this is going to go back in the mountains deck, and we're going to gain 1 spell. And let's see what we got this time. We have Antidote. Now, I can't gain this. Well, I could. Veil, gain 1 rest AP. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, we were just here. Well, we're not there anymore. For every wicked malady, Malaysia, or disease in this land, there's a herb or concoction to counter it. We're going to go ahead and keep this. I'm not probably going to be able to get to it. Well, maybe I can. We'll see. But that was her turn. That was really good. Now we're going to be moving into the Watcher's turn, and before we do that, I am going to veil this card again to go ahead and look at an encounter deck. We're going to look at the forest because she has to move up to the forest. I want to get her up to this shrine. That's my plan. We have found a stranger, noble forest, druid, weakness, pious. That's hilarious. Its weakness is pious, and we don't have it. All right, so this isn't actually going to hurt us, which is great. Oh, but I can get an ally from it. Oh, but 5 influence. That's a lot. For only $1? I don't think so. Druidic meditations can last for years or even decades, leaving some druids indistinguishable from the forests that grow up all around them. All right, we're going to put that back on top of our deck, but we are going to spend our 1 AP to go ahead and move up here, revealing that location. That's just totally fine. Now, she's still in the Sea of Clouds. She's going to use 1 AP to go ahead and move up to here. There's already a card there, so we're totally fine there as well. Next thing we're going to do, spend 1 AP for our Watcher. She's going to move up there. That's the last of her AP. She is done for the turn. Now, we still have 1 with her. She could spend 1 more AP, or not AP, sorry. She could spend this card to veil it if she wants to. But I don't think there's really a reason to do that because we need to be coming right back to the Sea of Clouds next turn. And, well, it's going to be pretty bad if we're there at the end of the daytime because we're going to take 1 damage. So Claudia's going to camp. She's going to camp. We're going to draw a night card, and we're going to see what we get. We have got another forest. Evil blizzard weather. When breaking camp ends, each hero loses 1 AP down to a minimum of 1. This is terrible. Travel becomes increasingly dangerous as visibility is reduced to almost nothing. When can I use deed actions? Maybe I can take care of this before we even break camp. All right, we'll see what we can do. It's in the nesting woods. It falls into gloom. And of course, we are right on the nesting woods. So we're going to drop it into gloom, put this creature here. This thing goes as our new weather condition, getting rid of our whipping snow, which is actually okay because we don't have to put a obstacle token on our new plot card that we have to draw. And here is our plot card for this forest location. It is Messenger of Malice. Brokering fragile truces and careful handling diplomatic peace missions, the messenger once held from both law and security in the outlying frontiers. Quickly proving herself a target for the Reaver's repulsive intentions, the messenger succumbed to the demon's twisted advances, her shadow grown impossibly long by the blight inside her soul. Her message now sow panic and fear amongst the disjointed and treacherous factions still subject to her inference. To defeat, all heroes must discard 1 rumor. That's not a problem. And when the battle begins, each hero, or you start the round with 1 less hit point. Okay, well, that ain't gonna happen. We're probably gonna take that out right away. That'll be awesome. All right. Now the other thing I forgot to do is I forgot my gold. I've totally forgot about my gold. I'm supposed to gain a gold. I'm supposed to veil this right at the end to get a gold. So I'm gonna do that. I need all the gold I can get. So we're gonna go ahead and take our gold. That's what we're gonna do. That's the end. That's the end of the night phase. Now we're gonna be going into the dawn phase, which is going to gain us back all our AP. So during the dawn phase, we're going to go ahead and unveil all our cards. And when we break camp, we're going to gain our AP, and then we're going to lose 1 because of that weather condition. We are not able to play our deeds until it is our turn and we start taking actions. That's when we can play deeds. So breaking camp is not part of the turn where we can actually play cards. Otherwise, I'd play my spell right now so I wouldn't have to deal with losing the AP. Also, I forgot that I was supposed to keep this as a rumor. I can still use this as a rumor. So I'm supposed to actually have this in my hand. I forgot to do that. Now that's the end of her. Now let's move over to our Watcher. She's also going to gain all her AP, and then she's going to lose 1. And I'm going to be passing this hero token over to our Vampire, because for the first time in a while, she actually went last. Now, Claudia's first action is I was going to have her move back down there, but I want to get rid of this. We're going to have to discard a rumor, I believe. Yes, all heroes must discard rumor. So I'm going to discard this rumor because I don't need that. And I'm going to have her discard a rumor as well. She is going to go ahead and discard her frozen portal. I don't think we're ever going to get to this animal companion conjuring spell. Maybe we will. Who knows? Well, actually, we're really close to we were close to the frozen portal. We're going to discard this. I don't need this. She's going to discard that spell. And that means that we're able to clear this. We used a clear location. All heroes must discard a rumor. So we've done that. Now, I don't think both of us have to be here to complete this. One person just has to be there to clear it, but we all have to meet the qualifications in order to clear it. So we've gone ahead and both discarded a rumor. We're going to go ahead and take this into our hand. I don't know what I'm ever going to use it for. Oh, I can use it as the stranger again. Look at that. Wow, there's strangers everywhere. All right. And now that's the end of her turn, but she does get to claim a token from the loot bag because she was able to defeat that plot card. So we're going to pan out and draw from our loot bag right here. Let's see what we get. We have, hopefully not a trap, a tomb. Gain 1 regale AP. Wow, that's kind of funny. It's a little late for that. That's hilarious. Now our watcher is going to go. She's attempting to try to find that pious character. And in so trying to do that, I think she's going to attempt to try to clear a lot of these plot cards that are going on. So we're going to go ahead first and cast this because I don't want to lose any more AP. Discard a weather card from play and gain 2 fate tokens. So we're up to 3 fate tokens after gaining 2 more, and we are discarding, well, greatly named Evil Blizzard. We're getting rid of this. I hate the Evil Blizzard. Oh, it was terrible. And we're also going to have to sacrifice this, which means that we have to discard it from play. Now she's going to go ahead and move over to the crawling flesh, or sorry, the Divine Heights that has the crawling flesh. Since there isn't an encounter card there, we're going to go have to take one. Let's see what it is. It is a revered shrine. Choose either 2 loot or 1 fate, another spell. Wow, this is going to be really good. All right, let's see what it says here. Scrawled hieroglyphics suggest that an old shrine honored some local deity, but the candles and incense suggest it's still in use by someone. All right, we're going to go ahead and put that there, and we're probably going to try to deal with that as well. That's a really good card. Plus, I'll get 4 gold from it. I can probably buy any ally that comes out of here, and hopefully one of them's pious. I also gain an AP when I walk into that place, so it actually didn't cost me anything to go over there. All right, so our vampire is going to go ahead and go next. She needs to get back down to the Sea of Clouds. Now, before she does that, she's going to veil this to see what's there, because I need to know where I'm getting into, because this is where I need to be, and if there's something real bad here, I need to deal with it. We got, what's this? A Phoenix. Phoenix, let's see here. All right, 4, 3, and 4. All right, enemy animal mountain map. When a battle starts, perform a study 3 test. Fail. The battle ends immediately. Relocate to an adjacent location and lose all AP. Oh, this is terrible. This is not what I want there. All right, it says massive multicolored feathers burn with ethereal fire as the beast unfurls its huge wings. Okay, that's awesome, but I don't want it there. That's where I don't want it. All right, so this is on top of the mountain deck. Man, well, I could move over here, but then I do not want her losing all her AP. She needs it. What should I do? Okay, I know I could go to the Desolate City. I know there's not a bad guy there. There's that, bribed guy or whatever. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to move with one of my AP over to the Desolate City. I wish I could I've got a plan, and I wish I didn't have to keep going back and forth. I wish I could just have her do like 4 moves in a row. All right, we're going to go to Desolate City. There's nothing there. We're going to draw a card. It's that bribed guy. He's going to go down right there. End of her turn. Now we're going to go over to our Watcher's turn. All right, the first thing she's going to do is she's going to spend 1 AP and she's going to clear this plot card. We're done with this thing. I'm going to use a clear action on it and to discard 1 stranger rumor. All right, I have a stranger rumor right here. Poor shopkeeper being sacrificed to the crawling flesh. All right, so they're going to go back in their respective discard piles, and I'm going to be able to gain a loot token for that. So we're going to go ahead and draw into our handy dandy loot bucket here. Hopefully get something really good. Let's see what we found. We have found a map. Relocate to any city location. Oh, that's perfect. I can take out all of these things and then relocate to the city and gain back and buy myself some allies that are pious. That's my plan. Now, sadly, I think our vampire is just going to be on a collection quest this turn. I don't think she's going to actually get over here because I need to get that thing out of there. And the only way to do it is with my Watcher. And my Watcher, I think, wants to take care of that revered shrine first, and then we're going to move it to the forest. But so she's going to go ahead and move down here to take on the skeleton. I want her to take out this skeleton because then I can get this item, and I think that item would be really good. Or should we try to get this guy first? I can either gain 2 gold or 2 AP. I think we're actually going to, no, I lied. We're going to go for him first. So our vampire is going to attempt to deal with our bribed character here. He only needs 3, but she can only roll 3. So we're going to see how this goes. Hopefully it goes pretty good. It went absolutely terrible. So that was her first confront action with him. Now our Watcher, who is slowly becoming really awesome, she gets 6 dice in order to try to defeat this revered shrine here. Can't even say the right words. All right, we're going to see how this goes. I need to only get 3 successes. Let's see, we got all 3 in one shot. That's perfect. That's exactly what I needed to happen. So we're going to go ahead and gain the rewards. So we're going to go ahead and gain our rewards for our shrine. We get 4 gold. So I'm going to go ahead and take the 4 gold. And then what else do we get here? We can either take a spell or we can keep this. I have no reason for this, so we're going to grab yet another spell. Wow, there's spells everywhere. Let's see what we found. We have found regeneration. When a battle starts, heal 1 HP at the start of each round until the battle ends. I totally need this. Where's the nesting woods? We got to go find it. All right. It says, vibrant growth and the breath of life flow through you as your wounds suture and heal before your eyes. This is awesome. This is way better than our other healing spell we have. So if at some point I might just go ahead and get rid of this because this one is so much better. So we have that rumor, we just got to find it. Now, of course, the last thing we have is either 2 loot or 1 fate. Oh, that's so tough. We've got 3 fate right now. Maybe 2 loot would be good. Actually, I think I am going to take the fate. It seems to be a little bit more hard to come by than loot tokens. So there we go. That was the end of our shrine. That was awesome. So here we are again. Our once great vampire just hasn't been really cutting it lately. We're hopefully she can do real well this time. She's going to roll 3 dice, and again, we need those 3 successes. And we got 1. All right, so that's 1 success we got. We're going to go ahead and take that. Now it is our Watcher's turn, and sadly the last 2 plots that are in that direction she can't even do. She needs to either veil 4 skills, I don't have 4 skills, or sacrifice an ally, I don't have an ally. So it's going to be something that our vampire is going to have to do. So instead she is going to take a move action to move down here, and we know what is here. It is that evil phoenix, but we're going to try to take this out with our Watcher. I think she has a better chance at it than our vampire would have. So we're going to go ahead and try to take down this phoenix. Now, before we can even fight him, we have to do an study 3 test. So we're going to go ahead and get our Watcher out here with her study skills. She's got 6 study. Hopefully that's enough to be able to even fight this guy. So we're going to roll these up and see how we do. We got 1, 2 successes, so we have to use a fate token or we won't even get to fight this guy. All right, so we got all our successes here because according to this card, it says right down here, fail, the battle ends immediately, replace it to an adjacent location, lose blah, 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 yuck, barf. It says right here, when battle starts, perform a study 3 test, and I did it, haha. So now we're able to go ahead and fight this phoenix. So we're going to go ahead and bring in our ninja. We get to roll 3 dice when we fight. Now this thing gets 4 dice, which is going to be a lot more than we have. Now it doesn't get to surprise us because according to our card, I cannot be surprised. Now we do have our nunchucks. Our nunchaku. We are going to veil this card so our foe rolls 1 less die this combat. That's huge. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to cast this spell. It says calm, healing, veil, deed. When a battle round starts, prevent all HP loss you would suffer this round. I'm going to do it for this round. I mean, they're always going to be the same 3-on-3, so I might as well just roll them up and we're going to cast it for this round. Mainly because, well, start of the round's the start of the round. Let's see how we did. We got, oh, look at that, we did 3 damage. Wow, and he did 1, but my veil, my card canceled it out. And we also have this card. When a battle starts, oh, I would have done this at the start of battle. There's no reason not to. The enemy loses 1 HP. I was going to veil that as well. So we did all 4 in 1 shot. Wow, that's amazing. Oh, this Watcher is doing so much better than the vampire right now, even though I thought the vampire was going to be so good. So we did 1, 2, 3 from the dice and 1 from our veiled Kung Fu card. We took him out in 1 hit. So we're going to put all our cards back. The first one to put that is this. I did do an error. I should have re-rolled one of those dice so I didn't have to spend my fate, but I didn't do that. That was my fault. Now this one that we played does say Deed Veil. So I get to keep this card, and it is veiled. So it's still in our possession. Of course, we have our nunchucks, which we don't get rid of, but they're also veiled. Then we also have our Kung Fu card. It is veiled. And we have our Phoenix, and he is dead. We got him. All right, we're going to gain 4 gold. Wow, absolute monster amount of gold. Now we're also going to go ahead and take the rest of the rewards as well. We get an item because I don't need any of these keywords at all. So we're going to go ahead and put this here and grab an item. We get a wakizashi, a weapon. We already have a weapon, but guess who doesn't? That's going to be awesome. When a battle starts, your foe loses 1 HP. If the foe has no HP left, skip the skirmish step. Okay, so it only happens once and he gets, well, that's not too bad. Constructed using the same methods as a katana, the wakizashi is a shorter blade, but equally honorable, often named after its bearer's deed. All right, we got to find this in a spider grove. Oh, we're so close to the spider grove, but sadly the vampire's not. All right, we're going to keep this as a rumor, and that's really about it. We were able to take this Phoenix out. That was awesome. We got our item. We got $4. Can't go wrong with that. Now let's see. That's it. That's all we get. So our vampire is going to try one more time. This is her last AP to try to convince this guy to be bribed. Let's see how she does. She needs 2. Oh, she got the 2 successes. Thank goodness. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad she did because that was actually a total waste of a turn. All right, so we're going to be able to gain all the rewards from this, and that's really the end of her turn. So now it's going to be time to gain some rewards. We get $2 or we can either gain a token. We're going to gain the $2 just because I like the bucks. We're going to gain 2 of them. We've got quite a bit of gold going on, and that's good because I really like gold. We're going to go ahead and see what else we get. We can either take a spell or keep this. I have no need for this, so we're going to grab yet another spell. Let's see what spell we found this time. Wow, everything seems to have spells. We found Withdraw, spell kinetic. Hero, escape from a battle and make camp. Before the skirmish step or any trap effects. Oh, so you don't have to at least do one of your attacks. All right, or get slaughtered first, kind of like that big, huge, giant dragon. The danger is too great and your time is too short for this potential bloody distraction. All right, we're going to go ahead and put this into our rumors pile. It's a spell. Now, of course, it's at the Celestial Tree where we have a big, giant monster we'd have to defeat if we want to deal with it. Now, what else do we get to do? Either gain 2 gold or gain 2 AP. We're going to gain 2 gold. We just don't, the AP isn't going to help us enough right now. So the gold is going to help us more in the long run. So we're going to take the gold and put it with all the rest of ours, and then we're going to go ahead and discard this card. Now our stranger is going to go ahead and spend an AP to move on over here, and our vampire is going to go ahead and camp over at the Desolate City, which is just fine. It has no gloom going on. Now this has 2 gloom. I don't like that, so we're going to spend another AP to go ahead and move back up to the shrine, and that's going to be the end of our turn. So we're going to draw our next night card and see what happens. It is Piercing Sleet. Weather. Oh, I just got rid of the weather card. Place 2 obstacles at each location for each place. Oh, that's terrible. When a place enters play, place an obstacle on its location. Oh, horrible. Miserable, icy drizzle beats down unendingly. Barf. This is way worse than the other ones. Eastern marshes go into gloom. They're going to be right here. We just left the spot. So we're going to have to go ahead and, what is it? Oh, I'm going to have to put a plot card down on this. And it says, place 2 obstacles at each location for each place it has. But before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and read our plot card. We have Murderous Flesh. It's an animal enemy. The bellowing man is hoarse from screaming as he lurches from house to house, screeching out warnings for the inhabitants to flee as he cannot help himself. Multiple limbs protrude from his shredded clothing, an impossible arched spine. Some limbs ending in contusions and growths, some ending in sharpened bones. With uncontrolled fury, he whirls and staggers, mutilating and murdering his victims as tears stream down his face. Only powerful magic will bring him peace now. To defeat, I have to sacrifice a spell. Oh, that's going to be awesome. I can totally do that. And of course, it's right where we just left, which is too bad. All right, we're going to put it right here. But look at this. It says trap, veil all titles. I don't have any titles yet, so maybe it's not that bad to leave that out there. It's not doing any harm to anybody right now. Now our plot card says that we have to go place 2 obstacles at each location for each place it has. Well, this has a place. This is a place, so I have to put down 2 obstacles on it. Wow, I'm never going to get rid of this thing. He starts with 2 max health if I don't get rid of this. Maybe that's not the end of the world. And now we're going to go place this where the weather is. So Claudia's going to go ahead and grab her AP. She's also going to unveil her cards, and she's ready to go. And she is going to keep her first hero token. And our Watcher is also going to gain her AP and unveil all of her cards, which is like 5 of them. We also have to unveil these. Look, I found a spell I'd love to sacrifice to get rid of that thing. All right, there we go. They're all unveiled, and I got our AP. We're ready to go into the next turn. The only thing I have left to do is gain 1 gold, because I should have veiled this thing before I decided to end my turn. I need to remember to do that, but it's really important to keep getting that gold. And that's it. We're going to stop right here. Our Watcher is so close to finding her pious character so she can take on her final chapter, which is located right here. And of course, our Vampire has everything she needs. She just can't be on a place that had a Phoenix. That was going to be ridiculous. And she's going to hopefully try to take down her chapter in the next episode as well. We also have a lot of gold. So getting back to this market, being able to buy some awesome things might really help out our characters. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this playthrough of Shadows of Kilforth. I'm having an absolute blast going through this game with Claudia and our Watcher. If you do enjoy it, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell symbol. And also feel free to share this with anybody who wants to know about Shadows of Kilforth or Gloom of Kilforth. The games are very similar. Also, please feel free to leave anything in the comments below. I would love to hear from everyone. Are you enjoying this? Am I making some good decisions, some bad decisions? Are there things you might have tried that I didn't? Again, thank you so much for watching, and if you're excited to see if our 2 characters continue their journey through the Shadows of Kilforth, then I need you to meet me at the co-op shop.